Hello, everyone, and good afternoon. My name is Christine Hall, and I am here to tell you about the Content Creation Club. This is our info session, should take about 30 minutes. Here we go to get started. The first thing I will do is share a little bit about me in case we have not met. I'm the owner of Christine Hall and Associates. It is a small business that helps small business owners with administrative, technical, and social media aspects of their business. We currently have 10 social media clients. We help with the content curation and content creation. We help with designing graphics, doing branding if needed, as well as scheduling onto various platforms like Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn. We also post when needed for clients. We do engagement, blog management, email management, newsletter management. So depending on what the client is looking for, that the package looks a little bit different for each of them. In addition to offering social media assistance, that's myself and my team do, I also provide training. So for the last 3.5 years, I've been training, teaching people how to use social media apps like Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, MailChimp, Canva, a whole host of others. And prior to being even in the social media training world, I actually had 2 decades career of working as an IT training consultant, where I did travel around nowhere exotic, Southern Ontario, and teach in classroom setting, as well as executive style one-on-one and in auditoriums. And I was teaching Word, Excel, PowerPoint, Access, Visio, Project, whatever was needed at the time. When I started, the world had just moved from DOS-based keyboard commands to using a mouse. So that was kind of neat. The internet really had just come out. So those first classes were quite fun. So what I've been doing for the last 3.5 years is teaching solopreneurs mainly how to use software like Facebook and Instagram and Canva to market their businesses. So there's one piece which is just doing the actions, what I would call the hard skills: click here, click there, click that, do this. And then there's the other piece of the marketing mindset. So people would come to my class, they'd love the training, they'd get very excited, they'd leave and do great work for a few weeks. And then what I found was they'd get stuck or stumbled or feeling overwhelmed or not make the time, and they would lack the consistency in getting their messaging out. The other thing is a lot of people would revert back to one way or the other, one way being all sales and promotion, or the other being all social and no sales. So the idea of developing this program to help entrepreneurs create a system for themselves, to embed some habits about scheduling, habits about sitting down to create the content, and habits around being social on social media. That's what my hope is for the 6-month program. So here we go. It's a 6-month coaching, training, and accountability program for entrepreneurs who want to learn how to consistently create meaningful social media micro content. And when I say micro content, what I'm referring to is small content like lists, infographics, memes, anything that would not be considered like an article or a blog or a book. Certainly, if you have that content, those are what I would refer to as our gold bars. We will be pulling golden nuggets out from there. That's your micro content. We'll be pulling the golden nuggets out, and we'll be creating content and graphics based on those golden nuggets and sharing those on your social media platforms. This course is also intended to help you share your expertise, really kind of harness that, get it out, and get that onto the social media platforms. And as well as to develop authentic relationships with your target audience. So one of the first things we'll talk about in month one is what are your goals for the year? Because your social media activities must line up with your business goals. Okay, it all has to fit into place. Your social media marketing is a part of your marketing plan, one component of your marketing plan. So everything you do has to drive to achieving your goals for the year. And we'll talk about goals for the quarter and goals for the month and goals for the week even. And then I also mentioned targeted clients. I'll have you go through a client avatar worksheet, because I want you to really focus in on who it is you are looking for, the best, most ideal client, that persona. And then your content is going to be written around the language, the demographics, the personality, the interests, the hobbies, the desires of that person. We are no longer going to be marketing to everyone, because when you market to everyone, you essentially market to no one. All right. So that's what the 6 month, the idea was behind the Content Creation Club. So who is the club intended for? Well, if you've ever answered these questions or thought this way, then the club is for you. I can't seem to stay focused. Just shiny balls and shiny objects just keep getting me distracted. There never seems to be enough time. I will tell you, there is never enough time. As an entrepreneur, especially a solopreneur, there are so many hats that you must wear. You're doing so many different things. We will talk about time blocking and making sure that you understand the importance of scheduling in your calendar without variation, non-negotiable scheduling time to sit down each week to curate, to create your content and schedule it. Okay. I can't think of any good ideas, or someone's already used that idea. We are going to pull those out. I don't have the motivation. I get it. I know how discouraging it can be, and with all the long list of things that we have going on. We will, as a group, work together to help motivate one another. Next one here is, I'm afraid of making a mistake. You make a mistake, you delete it. You make a mistake, you fix it. You own it. We are human. We are going to make mistakes. I'm afraid no one will read my posts. Yeah, that certainly could be the case. So what we're going to teach you, though, is if you drill down and really learn about your avatar, who needs you, and understand what their pain points are. As soon as you really start talking about their pain points and providing or sharing the solutions you have, they're going to start listening. Okay. I don't have the confidence. We're going to help you build confidence by instilling in you some new habits through checklists and through knowledge. Okay, we're going to teach you how to do these things. And let me just move my little bar out of the way. I have so many ideas, I don't know where to begin. That's my problem. And again, we're going to help you come up with a little bit of a systematic approach in the first month or two on what you can be scheduling, and then getting it scheduled out. I'm a master procrastinator. We're going to have weekly accountability in this group. So hopefully we'll be able to eliminate that for you. But I want to be honest with you, nothing works unless you do. Okay, you've got to do the work. All right, next slide here. So how does the Content Creation Club work? So we will have a private group. You will all be invited to a private group. And we will receive at the first of the month on a Tuesday, we'll have a group coaching call. So I'll have a few topics and ideas in mind for that call, but it's really going to be about what's going on with you. What are your hurdles? What are your problems? What are your obstacles? Is it mindset? We can talk about that a little bit. Is it the how-to? I can demonstrate how to actually do things by sharing screens. And, at the time, you might go get on a hot seat. We might also, if a group is really large, we might break it into Zoom rooms and work in smaller groups. But we'll have a group coaching call with Q&A the first Tuesday of the month from 10 to 11. Then we're going to have hands-on application training on the third week of the month. That session is in the afternoon, 1 to 2:30. We're going to have 30 to 60 minutes of lesson of how to, and then we're going to have Q&A and leave it open for brainstorming and group work if you haven't already put the time into creating your posts and creating your graphics. You will receive worksheets, including a monthly content calendar, a blank one with, so let me just hold this up for you. It could be some of you, oh, can't see this, can you? Some of you might be using like what we call old school and using paper and pen, and that's okay. That's totally fine. But you can create a coded system for yourself so that we can ensure that your posts cover what I call the 3 Ps. We want to make sure we're demonstrating personality because people buy from people they know, like, trust. We want to make sure that we're sharing purposeful content. This would be ways that allow us to show or demonstrate our expertise. So how-tos and videos and cheat sheets and infographics. And then we'll have the third P, which is promotion. So we want to make sure we have a nice mix or blend of all of those. And so I'm going to send you a blank calendar that has a little legend. It's color coded, and you'll be able to, if you like, use it, change the colors, whatever you want, to help to make sure that there is a nice mix there. You're going to come up with your own content ideas, or I will also send the calendar that has the prompts in it. So if you're stuck for an idea, you can go and look at the prompt calendar and say, that's great. That totally fits into my business. That's something my clients would definitely be interested in hearing. And I'm going to share something about that today. All right. And as I mentioned, there'll be goal setting and accountability. With regard to training, it's really hard for me to know exactly what will be taught, in what order, in what month. I guess it's all based on who is going to sign up, who the participants will be. But some examples of applications that I'll be providing training on are Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Canva, MailChimp. If you're big into Instagram, we'll also be talking about Tag-O-Matic and Repost app, and I love Cut Story. If you're doing stories, we'll definitely teach you how to use the top interactive stories within Instagram. So lots. One thing I do want to point out is that this entire program is based on organic content and not paid social media marketing. So we're not doing any Facebook or Instagram ads. This is all organic driven. All right, let's see. So why would you want to join the Content Creation Club? Well, you want to join the club if you are looking to create social media content consistently. Now, I want to tell you something, that the algorithm, these are the rules that these applications live and die by, and we have to learn about the algorithm. The algorithm rewards consistency. All right, so it's being consistent. If you are looking to generate ideas that are aligned to your goals, many people just kind of sit down and just send and post whatever, random posts. But we're going to make sure that when you're posting, you're focusing on your goals. How does this post support me reaching my goal? How does this post provide value to my client is the other thing we're going to be looking at constantly. So joining the club, we want you to do that if you're lacking motivation and you need some accountability. I got to tell you, I think everyone needs some accountability right now. With everything that we're going through in this pandemic, we all need a little bit of help and staying on track. it's so easy to get lost in our house and 5 hours go by and nothing gets done. So this will be very helpful. The how-to training. So if you're looking for how-to step-by-step instruction, I will be providing that. Sometimes when questions come up, you may have, if you've worked with me before, you may have experienced this, you may ask a question via PM or email. And what I'll do is I'll record a 3-minute, 2-minute, 5-minute video that gives you all the answer you need in a step-by-step. That is a lot faster, I find, than me typing something out. And it's something that I find people learn a little bit better when they can listen, hear, watch, stop it, go do the thing, come back, try again, finish the recording, that sort of thing. So the how-to training there'll be a scheduled, we're going to learn this lesson, and then you'll get other how-tos when questions come up. So why are you going to join the Content Creation Club? Because you're looking to find a group, a community of like-minded businesswomen. So if you're in the MAWB already, the MAWB network, you know the camaraderie, the sisterhood that we have there. You know how we help one another out. This is just almost like a niched down version of that, where our focus is all around social media content, creating tips, tricks, lessons, ideas. That's the focus. We're all there to help one another. We're going to connect with our peer group at a scheduled time, not haphazard, and there will be set agendas. It's not all going to be fun and games. There will be work. As I said, it is, you got to come in and want to do the work. Last line: for fun fellowship while getting work done. There you go. All right, so that's why you'd want to join the club. So how does this 6-month program work as far as dates and timing? I've laid it all out here for you. I'm sorry to anyone who works on Tuesdays and cannot come, but that is the date we're going to run this first 6-month program. The very first date will be January 7th, which is not a Tuesday. Sorry about that. It is a Thursday. That'll be our kickoff. And the reason is I already had a commitment on the 5th. Okay, so in January, it is the Thursday morning, and then the third week, the third Tuesday, the 19th. These are the dates and times we will meet each and every month. I feel it's important that you know that ahead of time, you block it out, you put it in, and now no one can take you away from your dedicated learning. Okay, your dedicated learning time. All right, so put those on your calendar. And so what is the investment to you? What is the cost of the Content Creation Club? Well, you can join monthly, and it would be $57 per month, and you'd be billed out at the first of every month. But I'm going to tell you something. I highly do not recommend that. The reason is this program is about creating new habits. And I think I've read things, it takes 30 days or a minimum of 21 days. We can't teach you everything we need to teach you in the first month about every platform. And I don't even know if we're going to cover one whole platform on any given month. So it's really important to me that you think about what you want to get out of this year coming. And you can see here that I've offered a full payment of $312, which is a $30 saving, and that would be $52 per month. But I really want you in this group. So I am giving you until January 3rd to sign up for $297. That's less than $300 for 6 months of coaching, of training, of accountability. And that works out to be less than $50 a month. I'm telling you that if you take the fullest advantage of this program, you will get thousands and thousands and thousands of dollars of value out of this. And other marketers would have listed 20 pages of all the bonuses and the values. If you've taken my courses before, if you've been in my group, you know that this is value. Tremendous value. I know some of my coaches are like, why are you doing it so low? This is, I feel comfortable. I feel good about this. And I feel like you are going to get way way great value, immense value for your investment. All right. So what do you get for the $297? The $49.50 per month. What are you getting? Access to the private Facebook group. You're getting group coaching calls and Q&A. Like I said, that's the first Tuesday of the month in the morning. You're getting hands-on application training. Just to give you an idea, so some of you may have taken my training courses before, and my trainings can be anywhere from an hour to 4 hours, and they range in price from $35 to $90. And one-on-one training starts at $90 for 90 minutes, depending on the application, and goes up from there. So incredible a deal, again, just on the training alone. But you're going to have the peer-to-peer brainstorming. There'll be group work, hot seats. If you've ever been on a hot seat, that's great. Brainstorming, kind of like masterminding. I will send out weekly worksheets. So I already talked about a blank calendar with a legend that allows you to make sure you are posting what I would call covering all of the gamut, so to speak, with regard to personality, purposeful content, and promotion. Okay, you're not one way or the other. There's a nice balance there. And you'll get, so a blank calendar, you get a calendar with prompts. And then there's lots of worksheets. I mean, week one, we're going to be sending out a goal worksheet, which you've probably already done for 2021. If you haven't, you're going to do it. The client avatar worksheet, we definitely need you to think about that. So you're going to be filling that one out. Another one that I love is I'm going to be sending you a daily social media task checklist so that you know what to do every day. Yes, you're going to be scheduling your content out for at least a week at a time. No more content on the fly. But then aside from that, you have to understand that social media is a social platform. So you need to be social and you need to engage. And I'm going to, again, provide you with a checklist of steps to go through. So number 6, talked about that. We're going to do goal setting and accountability weekly. So, every week will be, what's your goal for this week? How many posts are you going to create? Which platforms are you going to use? And have you scheduled them already? And we're going to kind of keep you on track with maintaining that consistency, whatever it is to you. I'll be honest with you. I would say no less than 3 posts per week. And, ideally, if you're open Monday to Friday, 1 a day. But I don't think you need any more than that unless you're at the very beginning stage, and we can talk about this more. There on some platforms, you can post a little bit more, and we'll talk about the posting schedule. So that was number 7, goal setting and accountability weekly. And then we have number 8. These are the intangibles: community, connection, camaraderie, the sisterhood of it all. I know how difficult it is when you're a solopreneur. I've been a solopreneur since 2001. I know how lonely it can be. And there's just a good feeling about, okay, I'm not alone. And when I'm stuck or when I need to bounce an idea off someone, I have somewhere to go now. You have a trusted peer group. I already said these examples, but I'll just repeat them. Again, I can't tell you exactly what apps. There might be others that come up. We might hardly touch on one of them. It's based on the group. So Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Canva, MailChimp, Linktree, Repost, Tag-O-Matic, Cut Story are just a few that I've recorded here. And I really want you to understand, again, that this is organic social media and not paid. All right, last reminder, we have a monthly option at $57 per month, paid at the invoiced at the beginning of the month, or you can do one payment by January 3rd for $297, which is $300, and it's less than $50 a month. And if you are ready to get started, if you are ready to make a commitment to yourself and help yourself out with being consistent and coming up with new ideas and motivation, it's time. Sign up. The URL is, there is an icon on the shop tab. So you would go to MAWB.ca. And when you go to MAWB.ca, you'd click on shop. Okay, I've got it right here. And then when you go to the shop tab, you'd locate and look for the same picture that I'm using in the presentation. Click add to cart. Once it's added to the cart, you'd click on the little cart icon, and then you check out, just like any other checkout system online. Okay. The direct link is located here or listed here. There's the direct link. All right. And, you know, when I did this live with the audience, there was Q&A and there was questions in the chat box. And if you have questions, feel free to reach out. I am going to be around for all of the weekend. You know, we can't go anywhere. We can't do anything. So I'm here to answer your questions, to clarify, to assist you with your decision. All right. Thanks, everyone. And reach out if you have questions. Thanks a lot.